Start with Jared Weiss.
Hey, Brad, we're a couple years now into the freedom of movement era. I know you were probably involved with a lot of the discussions on how to set up those new rules. How do you think it's gone so far? Do you think it's improved the aesthetic nature and the competitive nature of the game? And do you feel like it's gone as initially intended?
I think anytime you really emphasize something, it's going to be that way, and it'll impact the game in a positive way. I thought that was what happened a few years ago with the freedom of movement. I do think, it's hard to guard teams right now. So I think there's, you're trying to figure out any which way to do that, and slowing down a cutter is a big way. So hopefully that maintains as a focus, because, certainly one of the things that, becomes all isolation if cutters are held and cutters are wrapped and those type of things. So, I think it's been pretty consistent over the last few years, but probably just needs to stay in emphasis for a while.
Amanda Pflugergrad.
Hey, Brad, just any further updates on Jayson Tatum and also the latest with Erin Nesmith? When did the back spasm start?
Yeah, he was doing some drills yesterday and just, came up and was all of a sudden tweaked it, and then a spasm started from there. They don't think it's anything long term, but I saw it happen. I was there when he kind of pulled up. So glad that they think that, because I certainly was concerned when I saw him do that. I don't have any update on Jayson.
Mark Murphy.
Hey, Brad, even though you don't have an update on Jayson, is there any kind of a target for him, such as
I haven't even asked in the last 24 hours, Mark, since we last talked. So I think he's closer rather than not. But obviously he's not here. He'll work out. I know, today, tomorrow, in Boston, and then we'll go from there.
Bob Tron.
Hi, Coach. How are you?
Bob.
Coach, my memory doesn't serve me too perfectly, but I want to say about a year and a half ago, after you had defeated the Sixers in the playoffs, they seem to have made a concentrated effort to put Joel down in the box. You just see more of that. Obviously, he was dangerous all night the other night, but do you see that as game planning for tonight, back to back? Thank you, Brandon.
I mean, of course, I think they're going to post him as much as they can. I think they always have, and I think even go back to the playoff series when we had Horford and Baines guarding him, he was posting quite a bit in that series. It's not easy to post up over and over and over and not get fatigued. So, that's one of the reasons why we can't send him to the line. Sometimes you have to do your best to make him earn everything and realize that he is going to get some baskets. He's scored a lot of points in games we've won. And so we just have to do a better job of keeping him off the line. And if he gets to 40, it's much different than getting to 25. And so we just need to, again, clean that up, be better with that, do the best we can to keep him off the line. But they did a good job of continuously posting him the other day. And he did a good job of continuously either scoring or getting the line.
Final question for Coach Adam Himmelsbach.
Brett, I know you said you were in favor of the concept at the start of the year, but you guys have had a bunch of these kind of 2-game sets now. What do you think about it in terms of, reducing travel and just having an opportunity to see a team twice right in a row?
Yeah, as long as they let us out of the hotel at some point and so we can walk around outside, I would say that I'm all for it. I think it's great. I mean, it makes so much more sense to stay in one city, to not have to come back to Philly on separate occasions, to not have to go back to Detroit, Indy on separate occasions. I just think that makes more sense from a product standpoint, makes more sense from a performance standpoint, certainly from travel, saving legs. I understand the challenge of sometimes national TV and tickets with that, but I do think all in all, it's a plus.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thanks, Coach.